my delicious latte, I'm Choco. I will be teaching you guys how I plan my drafts and do storytellings on my comics. If you are just simply a terrible writer, I suggest looking for a writer for your manga. But of course, this came with the pros and cons, like of course you have to pay them, and plus are they committed to your project and your manga. So these are the two biggest questions that you have to ask yourself before working with a partner. And my tips for finding writer are Discord, Fiverr, and even on comics sites like Tapas. People are always looking for a writer for the comics over there. Another thing that you should consider is doing the AI ghostwriting service, which means that you're paying a company for their software, sort of like a robot, to write your story for you. Another thing you could do is hiring yourself. However, you're taking that time away from drawing for your comics. So, in reality, if you are a professional comic artist, usually they work with around 5 to 10 people, and they publish their manga monthly with roughly around 30 pages. So just in reference, you have to scout it in a way that it's not overstraining yourself as both the artist and the writer if you decided to work with yourself on your comic. For my comic, I usually plan out the beginning and end. I'm putting a lot of focus on the beginning and end because that's the very first impression your reader will get once they start reading your comic to see if it's interesting enough to start going. And having a good ending give them a lasting impact, and it will just help you in the long run if you decided to make another series. And the middle part is where you just have fun with exploring the character and the ups and downs of their everyday life and their relationship to each other. This is where you can have fun with your comic. So is your comic about battle shonen like myself? In this instance, my comic Larvae will have a lot of fights, action, and all that jazz. Same goes if you're making a romance novel, which of course you're gonna focus on a lot of romantic scenes or how the character find love, stuff like that. I say figure out the genre of your comic and put heavy emphasis on whatever your target audience is. Of course, if you're writing a shonen action manga, you can implement romance into your story as well. But again, be sure to not let the romance or love interest to overshadow the many important aspects of the comic that you're focusing on, or your target audience that you try to put this manga out for them to enjoy. I hope you find this video helpful. Have a great day, everyone. Choco out. Good night.